Good morning, students. Welcome to the class on aromatic chemistry. Today we will learn what is aromatic compounds. How do we identify a particular compound is aromatic or not? There are certain rules to identify whether a given molecule is organic or not. The first rule is the molecule should be cyclic. Only cyclic molecules will come under aromatic category. The cyclic molecule should have conjugation. So without conjugation, the molecules are not aromatic. So cyclic molecules with conjugation and having Huckel number of electrons. What is Huckel number of electrons? 4n plus 2 pi electrons. What is Huckel number? 4n plus 2 pi electrons. So this is what is called Huckel's number. Huckel's number of electrons. Then finally, the whole molecule must be planar. The whole molecule must be planar. Then only a molecule will become aromatic. So a cyclic molecule with a conjugation and having 4n plus 2 pi electrons and a planar system is called as an aromatic system. When a molecule is aromatic, what we can expect is it is highly stabilized. When a molecule is aromatic, it is highly stabilized. What is anti-aromatic molecules? Anti-aromatic will almost follow the aromatic rules. So it is cyclic, conjugated polyene, but it won't follow Huckel number of electrons. Instead, it will follow 4n pi electrons. 4n pi electrons. Aromatic system will follow 4n plus 2 pi electrons, whereas anti-aromatic will have 4n pi electrons and it is also planar. Now, what happens if it is anti-aromatic? Aromatic leads to strong stabilization. Anti-aromatic, that means opposite to aromatic. So obviously it leads to destabilization. So compound is unstable. Molecules that have anti-aromatic character are unstable. I expect you to write the notes along with me. Now, the final category is non-aromatic. What are non-aromatic compounds? Simply, non-planar systems are called non-aromatic. Non-planar systems are called non-aromatic. When a molecule is non-aromatic molecule, the stability, we cannot decide whether it is a stable molecule or unstable molecule. Okay, so stability is in between aromatic and anti-aromatic. Now we will look at some examples for aromatic, anti-aromatic, and non-aromatic compounds. First of all, what is a polyene? Of course, we have learned conjugation, conjugated compounds during mesomeric effect. Now we will try to understand what is a polyene. Poly means many, enes, double bonds. A single cycle with many double bonds is called polyene. And if the double bonds are alternate, that means two double bonds are separated by single sigma bond, then this is called a conjugated polyene. Now look at the molecule, whether this is a cyclic system. Yes, it is a cyclic system. It is a conjugated polyene. So first rule is accepted. Then what are the number of pi electrons in this? We have two pi bonds, and in each pi bond we will have two electrons, two pi electrons. So a total of 4 pi electrons in this molecule, which is cyclobutadiene. We have 4 pi electrons. Now whether it is a Huckel number or not. Now what is a Huckel number? 4n plus 2 pi electrons. Please substitute n is equal to 0 or 1 or 2 or 3, something like this. So n is equal to 0, 1, 2, 3. Then whatever the number we get using this formula, that is a Huckel number. For example, if we substitute n is equal to 0, then we will get 2 pi electrons. If we substitute n is equal to 1, we will get 4 into 1, 4 plus 2, 6 pi electrons. It is not a 4n plus 2 rule. It comes under 4n pi electron system. It comes under 4n pi. How? Please substitute n is equal to 1. N is equal to 1. Then 4 into 1, 4 pi electrons. So how many electrons are there in this cyclobutadiene? 4 pi electrons. So cyclobutadiene is a cyclic conjugated polyene, and it is having 4n pi electron system because it is a conjugated system with double bonds. What is the structure of carbon in a double bond? The carbon undergoes sp2 hybridization. What is the structure for sp2 hybridized carbon? sp2 hybridization means it will have trigonal planar carbon. That means if a carbon is having double bond, it is a planar carbon. So essentially cyclobutadiene is a cyclic conjugated polyene with 4n pi electrons, and it is a planar molecule. So what is its aromatic nature? Therefore it is anti-aromatic in nature. It is anti-aromatic in nature. Now an anti-aromatic molecule, what is its stability? An anti-aromatic molecule is very, very unstable. An anti-aromatic molecule is very, very unstable. So that is why cyclobutadiene generally does not exist. Now we will look at another molecule. Next, benzene. Benzene is a 6-membered cyclic system with 3 double bonds. Now how many electrons are there? It is a cyclic system and it is a conjugated system. So first rule is accepted. Now there are 3 double bonds. 3 double bonds means 3 into 2, 6 pi electrons. Now whether this 6 pi electrons is a 4n plus 2 system or 4 pi system. When we substitute n is equal to 1 in 4n plus 2 rule, we will get 6 pi electrons. We will get 6 pi electrons. So it is a Huckel number. Now, because all carbons are having double bonds, it is a planar system. Because it is benzene molecule is a cyclic conjugated and it has 4n plus 2. That means Huckel number of electrons and it is a planar system. So benzene is an aromatic molecule. Benzene is an aromatic molecule. Now look at another example. cyclooctatetraene, because there are 4 double bonds, tetraene, and there are 8 carbons, cyclooctatetraene. Now, whether this cyclooctatetraene is aromatic or anti-aromatic, because it is having 4 pi bonds, 4 into 2, 8 pi electrons are there. 8 pi electron system is a 4 pi system, 4n pi electrons, because when we take n is equal to 2, it becomes 8. So if cyclooctatetraene is planar, then it should be anti-aromatic. If it is planar, it should be anti-aromatic. But what we know, anti-aromatic molecules are very, very unstable. So in order to get stabilization, what it will do, it will change its structure. It changes its structure from planar to non-planar. So cyclooctatetraene generally does not exist in a planar conformation. Instead, it occurs in a tub-like shape or boat shape. It is a tub-shaped molecule. Now, whether it is a planar or non-planar molecule. Yes, it is a non-planar molecule. Though all the carbons are having a double bond, but look at the overall structure. It has changed its conformation from planar to non-planar, tub shape. So because it is non-planar, it is non-aromatic. Because it is non-planar, it is non-aromatic. If it is a planar system, it should be anti-aromatic. Anti-aromatic molecules, of course, they are very, very unstable. So in order to get stabilization, if there is a possibility that they could change their structure, then they will immediately change its structure from planar to non-planar, and they will get stabilization. So cyclooctatetraene exists, whereas cyclobutadiene, it does not exist, but cyclooctatetraene exists and it is having tub shape. Now, in order to explain whether it is a planar or non-planar, we can take the bond length. You know, in this molecule, in the cyclic planar system, the molecule is conjugated, so the pi electrons will be revolving around. So what we expect is, we expect the same bond length between any 2 carbons. We expect the same bond length between any 2 carbons. But in a planar system, the conjugation is not that much. So we cannot expect the pi electrons to revolve around. In such case, what we can do, what we expect a different bond length for double bond, we expect a different bond length for single bond. Yes, in this case, it is true. For a double bond, we have 1.33 angstroms bond length, and for a double single bond, we have 1.46 angstroms. So this is how we can explain that cyclooctatetraene is non-planar. Because it is non-planar, it is non-aromatic. Take the example of 10-aniline. 10-aniline will be little interesting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So cyclic molecules, single cyclic molecule with conjugated double bonds is generally called as aniline. Here we have 10 carbons, so it is 10-aniline. 10 will be placed in square brackets, and then aniline. 10-aniline in this form, in this conformation, if it is planar, if it is planar, yes, it is having 10 pi electrons. There are 5 double bonds. So 10 pi electrons, 10 pi electrons is an Huckel number. So it will be aromatic. It will be aromatic. But 10 aniline will not exist in a aromatic character. 10 aniline is always non-planar. 10 aniline is always non-planar. 6 pi electrons, then 10 pi electrons, it comes under Huckel number, but because it is non-planar, it is non-aromatic. We can compare this with the naphthalene. Naphthalene, of course, it is having 10 carbons and 10 pi electrons. It is an aromatic system, but 10 aniline is non-aromatic. Now we can try to draw 10 aniline like naphthalene. When we do so, we don't write this bond, okay? Because there is no bond between any, there is no bridging. So there are 5 double bonds. Now here is a hydrogen which is pointed inside the ring, and here also there is another hydrogen which is pointed inside the ring. Now see, in naphthalene there is a bond between these two carbons. That means the distance between these two carbons in this conformation is a single bond, whereas here what we are trying to do, we are trying to place two bonds, this carbon hydrogen bond and this carbon hydrogen bond in this place. Is it possible to hold these two hydrogens in the plane? There is a distance of only one bond, but we are trying to place two bonds in the same distance. Will they fit into that place? No. So when they cannot fit into the plane, what they will do, they will deviate from the planar system. So this hydrogen will become above the plane, another hydrogen will become below the plane. So when these two hydrogens are, one is above the plane, one is below the plane, then what happens? It becomes non-planar. It becomes non-planar. So 10 aniline generally it is expected to be aromatic, but it is always exists in non-planar conformation. So it is non-aromatic. Non-planar means non-aromatic. We don't need to look at the number of pi electrons, conjugation, cyclic system, nothing. First look at the molecule, whether it is a planar or not. If it is a non-planar system, it is non-aromatic. Now, the extension of this 10 aniline is little interesting. Look at this molecule. When we have a bridge which connects these two carbons, there is a bridge. This position is a carbon, CH2 methylene carbon. Now this bridge connects between these two. Because it is a bridge, it will lie either above the plane or below the plane. When we say something is above the plane or below the plane from the planar, molecular planar, then obviously the whole molecule will be non-planar. Whole molecule will be non-planar. But in this case, though the molecule is non-planar, it is aromatic in nature. It is aromatic in nature. Why it is aromatic in nature? When we, what is the rule for aromatic compounds? the cyclic conjugated polyene with the Huckel number of electrons and planar system. Now, what is the cyclic polyene? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These double bonds, the double bonds on the peri-peri are important. The double bonds on the peri-peri, they are cyclic, they are conjugated, and they are absolutely planar. There is nothing wrong with the peri-peri double bonds. Because the peri-peri double bonds are conjugated and planar, it is a aromatic system. We don't worry about the carbons which are placed in the middle of the system, whether they are planar or non-planar, it is irrelevant for us. We need to consider only the peri-peri of the system. Yes, in this case, the peri-peri of the system is a planar system and conjugated. So obviously, it is an aromatic system. Please take the notes along with me. Now I'll give an example of 12-aniline. As we know, 4, 8, 12, 16, 20. These anilines, they possess 4n pi electrons. This is 12-aniline. 4, 8, 12, 16. They possess 4n pi electrons. When they are cyclic and planar, they are supposed to be anti-aromatic. As we know, anti-aromatic molecules are highly unstable. What they will do, they will try to assume a non-planar conformation. If the molecule is non-planar, it is non-aromatic. Non-aromatic molecules will have weak stabilization, so they may be stable. So 12-aniline also, if it is a planar system, it becomes anti-aromatic. Anti-aromatic means it becomes very unstable. So in order to gain some stability, it will assume a non-planar structure. It is non-planar. When it is non-planar, we can expect it is non-aromatic. So it is little bit stabilized compared to anti-aromatic. So 12-aniline, 16-aniline, 20 anilines, these are examples for non-aromatic systems. If they are planar, what is your answer? Yes, if they are planar, they are anti-aromatic. But to gain stability, they will assume non-planar structure and they become non-aromatic. We will take 18 aniline and we will look at its, first we will take the 14 aniline. Write a 6-member type structure above and below. This is 14 aniline. We will place all the double bonds. Yeah, it is a conjugated system. And here, these 4 hydrogens, they will be placed inside the molecule, and other hydrogens, they are placed outside the molecule. 14 aniline, unlike 10 aniline, where the 2 hydrogens will not fit inside the molecule, whereas here, because the size of the molecule is increased, so we have enough space to fit these 4 hydrogens inside the molecule. So here these hydrogens doesn't have any spherical crowding, so they are absolutely planar. They are absolutely planar. So this is 14 aniline. 14 aniline will have 4n plus 2 pi electron system, Huckel number, and it is planar. So it is aromatic in nature. So 14 aniline, 18 aniline, these are aromatic in nature. You try 18-aniline. Now, when we try to draw 14-aniline in a different conformation, like similar to anthracene, then it is non-planar, because the hydrogens here then will not fit into in the plane. They will have greater spherical repulsion, so they become non-planar. It is non-planar. So the 14-aniline in this conformation, it is non-aromatic. Generally, it exists in this conformation. Why? Why? Because in this conformation, it is aromatic. Aromatic means it is more stable. Non-aromatic means it is less stable compared to aromatic. So 14-aniline generally assumes this conformation instead of this conformation. But if we were given this conformation, obviously it is non-planar system. So it is non-aromatic.